Hello everybody, it is Rhonee with Whip and Chain. Today I am showing you an absolutely beautiful stitch. It's called the Suzette Stitch. It's a very, I would classify this as a very easy pattern. It is a 1-row repeat, and we had a request on our Facebook page for this stitch. So I wanted to make sure that I got this video done today to send over on our page for her. My doggy's in the background hollering if you hear him. But this is the stitch. If you're going to make this and try it as a swatch to see if you like it, one of the suggestions I want to make is to use cotton yarn. If you make your swatches out of cotton yarn, then what you can do is you can use them as your wash rags or dish rags for your kitchen. That way you don't have a pile of swatches sitting somewhere and partially used yarn. Just a thought. But we're going to get started on this. I am going to use regular, my Hobby Lobby yarn. Right now I've been in the sparkle mood this whole holiday season so far, and I don't see it coming to an end quite yet. Okay, so I do recommend a 5mm crochet hook. Some other people do recommend a 5.5, but I do like the 5mm. I'm very partial to this hook. This hook always gives me great results. So, and like I said, you can use any type of yarn you want. If you're going to make just a swatch to see if you like it, go for using the cotton. That way you can use it as a washcloth or dish rag for your kitchen, and they can be washed and hung on a drying rack to dry, and off you go. You got a clean one every once in a while. So we start with a slip knot. Okay. Now your chains have to be an odd number, so it doesn't matter as long as it's an odd number. So 13, 14, I'll do 15. Okay. Now, I always recommend when we do a chain as a start of a project, I do recommend that you turn the chain over and you go into these humps on the back of your chain, because if you go through these when you're starting, your finishing edges of the top and bottom will be your chain. It's a prettier finished look, and it's more flexible. Okay, so second chain from the hook in the back, like count 2, 1, 2, flip over. There it is. Go right into it, and I want you to do single crochets just all the way down. So while I am doing single crochets all the way down, Maggie and I today went on a trip to Hobby Lobby, and that's where we get to talk about some of our future projects, look at all the fun yarn, buy all the yarn that we see, and boy, are they having some sales there right now. I love Hobby Lobby. Their yarn, their selection is crazy large. Their prices are crazy good. And it just so happened today, when we were there, all their yarn was 30% off. And I've never had a bad encounter in that store. People are always nice. They're informative if you're not sure where to find something. And most of the time, you can find everything, plus a lot more than what you need. So I just lately I've noticed in the other crafting stores, the yarn supply just doesn't seem to be there. They have yarn, but not a lot of choices. But that's me. I'm always a fan of having a lot of options on colors and types of yarn. Okay, now once you single crochet all the way down, this is what it will look like. Now, what I do, I love my edges even and not jagged. I like a clean, I like a clean edge. So we always, on every turning chain, we chain 1. Okay, so in this very first stitch, I want you to do a half double crochet. Now, half double crochet is you just wrap the yarn over the hook, go into your stitch, you grab some yarn, bring it up. You will have 3 loops on your hook. You wrap over and you go through all of them. Okay? I want you to skip a stitch, go into the very next stitch. I want you to do a single crochet. And a double crochet in that same stitch. Wrap the hook, go in, bring some yarn up. You'll have 3 loops. Go over and go through 2. Wrap more yarn and go through the other 2. Skip a stitch, go into the next one and do a single crochet. Single crochet is you put your hook in to your stitch first before you grab yarn. Bring it up and you will have 2. You wrap and you go through both. And in that very same stitch, we can do a double crochet. Just like that. Skip a stitch, go into the very next one. Again, do a single crochet and do a double, all in the very same stitch. And you follow this pattern, skip, go in the next one, all the way down. This is what I like about this Suzette Stitch. It's absolutely beautiful. And a double. Okay. Skip, go in. And a double. Now you have 1 stitch left. In that very last stitch, just put another half a double crochet. There it is. Now chain 1 and turn your work. In that very first stitch, not your chain, in this stitch, okay? If you're not sure, if you're ever not sure of something, take that chain 1 out. You can turn your work first, okay? And right there it is, okay? If you're ever not sure of something, don't be afraid to pull out a couple stitches and see. So I'm going to rechain my 1. I'm going to put a half of double crochet in that very first stitch. Skip 1. And in the next stitch, you'll do your single and double. I do want to let you know, the way this pattern works, you'll always be working in the single crocheted chain, never the double. So if you ever catch yourself working in the double, That's the incorrect stitch. So put a single and put a double. Skip one, put a single and then a double. Skip one and go in, put a single stitch and then a double crochet stitch. Skip one, and you keep repeating. This is a fun pattern that you could, if you're making a blanket, you can actually just sit in front of the television if you enjoy watching television, or sitting in front of the fire, sitting with a friend. It's a very fun stitch. It works up beautifully, and you don't have to do really any counting. Now in your last stitch, remember always a half a double crochet. I'm going to do another row or two with you just to make sure you're okay. You turn it. Remember, find your first stitch right there. Chain one. And that first stitch, do a half double crochet. And then skip one, single, and then a double. Skip one, single, then a double. That is this entire pattern. I would personally say the start of this project, the hardest part, is going in all those back humps on your starting chain. That's it. The rest, this works up really nice. This is a nice pattern also for a baby blanket. I don't like to make baby blankets that have a lot of holes in it. I would worry about the baby getting its finger stuck in it. Last stitch. What do we put in there? Half a double. Let's do one more row together before I let you go. Chain one, and you put a double, half a double in that first stitch. Skip, single, then a double. Skip, a single, and then a double. Skip, single, and then a double stitch. So Maggie got some pictures done of Miss Betty. I talk about Betty a lot. We love her very, very much. We love the whole family. Maggie has the kindest children. Very, very kind. We were just talking about today in the car how kind her kids are. Anyway, I'm excited to see Miss Betty's pictures when Maggie gets them back. Okay, one more stitch. Put a half double in there. And you turn, you chain one, and then you put another half a double in and start the pattern. This, if you can see it, it's very reversible. It's very pretty for just a single crochet and a double crochet, how it works. And when I was talking about using the back loops, this is your finish edge now. It looks prettier than if you do pull the chain where it's just one. And this is nice for when you put on borders. You can grab this a lot easier. but there she is. And I hope this helps you with the Suzette Stitch. It was a wonderful lady on our Facebook group that requested this. And if you like what you saw, if you enjoy following our videos, can you please hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom of this video? And please come find us on WIP, W-I-P, for Work in Progress, and Chain on Facebook. We would love to have you there, and we try to help everybody. So if you ever want to see a tutorial on something, or if you have a couple questions, please come on over, join our group, and let us know what we can do to help you. Have a great night, guys. Have fun crocheting. Bye-bye.